Hey everybody, Austin here from Worship Catalyst, and just thankful as always to be able to come and talk to you about all the things that God's doing through you, through your gifts, through your prayers, through your just believing in what we're doing and what God's doing through us. So, two things I want to do in this update here in November, first part of November. One of them is I want to talk to Ben Lund about his role. You know, Ben's been with us for years and years, and he is changing roles kind of a little bit with our team, and so we want to talk about that. And then secondly, I want to just show you a video promo for our new version of Worship Leader Essentials. I've been doing it for years, but we've kind of updated it. So the first thing is, Ben, hello.
Hey.
We're sitting on a rooftop deck here in Las Vegas, and it's windy, so if our beautiful hair blows, sorry about that.
The view around us is great, and you can't see that.
Yeah, we're having to block the breeze here is the deal. So anyway, Ben, we wanted to talk about a couple things.
Yeah.
One of them is just kind of like we've been talking to some of our connectors in some of our cities over the last few days pretty extensively. So what are some of the things that you're seeing and excited about of what's going on right now?
Yeah. It's awesome to hear that there is activity, you know, and we've kind of heard from two different camps, I guess, from our connectors. There's either a surplus of churches that are wanting to help and wanting to be connected and wanting to be a part of what Worship Catalyst is doing in those cities, and so they're building these great and amazing teams. And then the other one is that, man, they just can't, there's just too many churches. The need is too great. There's too many churches that are in need of resources and people and coaching and help, and so I feel like those are two really good problems to have.
Yeah, and that's where Ben's role comes in, because he's shifting over to become the director of hub development, and so his focus is really going to be answering these issues, which are positive ones, but we want to make sure that we got enough people on the team and churches to help that can be served in these cities. So that's going to be a new role he's doing now. As a part of that role, what are some things that you're looking towards the future, and what are you excited about in the future?
Yeah, I'm excited for a couple of things. One is just being able to not only take the connectors that we have right now, but also the ones that we're going to have in the future. And we really want to, something we've been talking about for a long time is creating this tribe mentality of everyone's on the same team. You know, we're a part of something bigger, as opposed to, you know, we've got a guy in Ohio and a guy in Las Vegas or a guy in California, and they're all, you know, doing their own things, but kind of figuring out ways where we can collaborate and do things together. And so building tribe is a big part of what I'm looking forward to, as well as helping these connectors do a better job in their cities with the resources they have, and giving different roles to different people, giving more specific roles to people within their hub and within their group.
Yeah, that's really cool. We're excited about that, man. One of the things that I was noticing as we were having a conversation the other day with in West Palm Beach, Florida, where we have a hub. This is cool. I don't know if you picked up on this, but did you notice that Worship Catalyst material is because our connector there also teaches a worship class in a university.
Yeah.
And our material is part of his curriculum.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
That's awesome.
That the God's kind of opening that door to young leaders. You know, the future of churches that we're getting to invest in at an early stage. So that's really cool. Hey, the next thing, the last thing here is that we had told you over the last few months that we're modifying our worship leader development process to include some time, 2 days together with the pastor and their worship leader before the worship leader takes off into being mentored by our team. And so we had the pilot there in Vegas, and we've got some planned first part of next year in San Antonio and in Phoenix, and we've got some others that we're putting in place. But we wanted to just show you kind of the promo video we put together of those, so you can hear the results of what this is going through and what you've been able to do by partnering with us. So watch this.
It is priceless to get a pastor and a worship leader here at the same time, because they're going to have conversations that they've never had before, probably, and they should have had before they ever started doing ministry together. We want to really look around the corner a little bit for you and with you. In over 200 churches that we have personally worked with, we know what's next for you. And what we want to do is try to start the dialogue about what's next.
Having the discussion time just immediately after we learn these new strategies really helped out a lot. That way I could just sit down with one of my co-pastors and stuff and just hash out ideas and strategies that we can immediately implement.
Worship Leader Essentials is a worship leader development process that begins with a 2-day on-site experience for a lead pastor and their worship leader, and then continues with a 5-month mentoring process for the worship leader.
Watching this process has really made it clear to me how crucial it is for a pastor and a worship leader to work together.
When the worship leader and the church planner are on the same page, I think the rest of the church just kind of follows suit, and the church is really able to fulfill the mission with which it was born.
Here's the thing, we have to start thinking about ministry as a whole and developing people and fanning into the flames the gift that God has already given them, rather than let's go find a factory somewhere where ministry leaders are getting produced. There is no factory. That means you have to be the factory.
Hey, thanks, guys. I hope you like that and gonna get a picture of what's going on and what we see coming down the pipe. And so, Ben, thanks for being with us on this update, and thank you guys for all you do, for your love for us and your prayers and ministry to us. And so we'll talk to you soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye.